think it's going to be a very skeptical American public about taking the vaccine, and they should be.
We can't trust the president and take his word and take a vaccine that might cause harm to us.
If and when the vaccine comes, it's not likely to go through all the tests that needs to be and the trials that are needed to be done.
Let's just say there's a vaccine that is approved and even distributed before the election. Would you get it?
Well, I think that's going to be an issue for all of us.
When we finally do, God willing, get a vaccine, who's going to take the shot? Who's going to take the shot?
We will need to have access to the vaccine results so we can make our independent assessment to make sure that Donald Trump's fingerprints are not on it.
You can be the first one to say, put me, sign me up. They now say it's okay.
Is the vaccine safe? Frankly, I'm not going to trust the federal government's opinion. And I wouldn't recommend to New Yorkers based on the federal government's opinion.
And the question of whether it's real when it's there, that requires enormous transparency.
Would you trust that vaccine?
There's very little that we can trust that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth.
We cannot take for granted this process will be free of political influence.
I don't trust the president, and I don't trust the FDA.
If Donald Trump can't give answers and the administration can't give answers to these three questions, the American people should not have confidence.
You're going to say to the American people now, here's a vaccine, it was new, it was done quickly, but trust this federal administration and their health administration that it's...
They showed their hand. They showed you that they don't care about your life. They didn't care about COVID. All they cared about was politics and re-elections. They showed this. It was proof. Because this was just a few months prior to the election. And a few months prior to the election, they're pushing narratives and theories that today Republicans are being called conspiracy theorists for. Joe Biden said it himself. He said, how can you trust it? They said they won't trust the FDA. They said they won't trust Donald Trump. They said because it's Donald Trump, they won't trust him. Well, what about me? I don't trust Joe Biden. Why should I automatically trust the vaccine? They played politics with your life, and you believed them. And now you don't think there's anything wrong with the vaccine. They told you that there may have been problems with the vaccine. They told you that it may have been manufactured way too quickly. And what did you do now? You just decided, we're just going to believe them now. Look how their opinion flipped so quickly. They went from not trusting the vaccine and telling the public not to trust the vaccine to everybody needs to take the vaccine. Mandating it. Open your eyes.